Hi, all. Welcome back to Max's View of the World. Thank you for those who've subscribed and taken your time out to like my posts. Those who do not like my posts, if you could actually counter the arguments, I can bring up factual information that proves beyond a doubt that I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong, and at the end of the day, you can debate it. I'm trying to bring proofs and evidence, and sometimes you make a mistake. Sometimes it's a little mistake, but a little mistake does not change a whole video. So you've got to remember there's an element of truth to everything that someone has to say. So right now we have an impeachment finished. However, if Trump and it's been forced. So a judicial system hasn't done its job. A judicial system lets the people away with lying in Congress if they represent the deep state, because even though with the Second Amendment and everything else, the judicial system does not run on the Second Amendment. It runs on a global world government judicial system. There are a lot of deep state people in there who belong to the Freemason Club, and what the Freemasons do is will get you into these jobs, and they're fully represented in there. So when you get a young guy going in there, he's told what to do by the Freemasons and whatever other groups they belong to. So there's a deep problem going on there. I do not know for sure whose side Trump's on. I mean, he seems to elect these people on purpose who are going to be botching up the job later on. I mean, Bill Barr does seem to do a good job, but now they want to get rid of him because he's doing a good job. So anyone that challenges the deep state is seen by an enemy of the people, because the media will, even though Project Veritas has exposed CNN and ABC, it's the news for the left. I mean, everyone tunes into CNN. It's the top of the list. People tune into CNN, but they don't tune into Fox. They don't tune into Russia Today. They think everything is a conspiracy except for their channel, which is a well-known ongoing lying channel. So the Russian thing was an ongoing lie, but they think, well, that WikiLeaks, where did they get that information? Why does it matter where they got their information from? I'm from New Zealand, and I'm upset. I'm upset because USA affects the whole world. So am I a Russian spy? You're going to be freaking nuts. Who really cares? Anyone exposes corruption in a country, corruption, and why? Why do you not care about the corruption? Why do you not care about the corruption of the Bidens and the gas company? No one cares about it. At the end of the day, they're forcing Trump to make the decisions. They're making sure the judicial system cannot do its job, that it's corrupt. So they're forcing Trump to make these decisions. So you get impeached, the deep state takes over. That's what they're doing. And Trump has to reboot the whole judicial system. He has to. If he doesn't do it, he's out. He's gone. Because sooner or later, he's going to... they can keep playing this impeachment game, but sooner or later, he's going to be a Roger Douglas. You impeached Roger Douglas because, you pardoned Roger Douglas and you pardoned Assange because, they were lying for you. They're protecting you. They're protecting the country. They're protecting the freedoms of Americans, because at the end of the day, all the other countries in the world didn't give a shit. All the other countries just signed it all over. If you want to, you can run our countries. We don't really care. But as long as, people keep paying us, keep electing us, and we don't do anything, you make all the decisions for us, You tell us we're bad, bad countries. We'll try and play the game for you. We'll try and belong, and that's how the real system works now. We have a globalization. So America's resisting that. Because they're resisting that, they're getting a judicial system with deep state guys, probably Mason members at a guess, who have an agenda. They all have an agenda of creating this globalization so that Rothschilds and whoever else, whoever runs their banking systems, is more in charge. That free run of money, they don't have to worry about national laws. They just have to create an international law on money and banking systems and control us more. And don't worry about it, New World Order. That's part of the future for you. Um, Mark of the beast, that's just the 3,000 Swedes, that received the mark on the hand, not a problem, these things are going to happen, and, you know, don't worry about it. That's what's going to happen. So we need to worry because we're trying to fight for our freedoms of our future, and you, the left, don't really get it. We were the left. A lot of us were left. But we realised what was happening. People don't necessarily like capitalisation, but we want a system where we have freedoms, and within the capitalisation you can create a system of fairness. You can create a health system. I mean, we have a health system in New Zealand, but you can't just have people coming all over from South America using your health system, because you're not going to get in. You'll have to have private health insurance because you're going to die before you get your free operation. You really need to think. You're not thinking because all you're thinking is left and right. You're thinking ideology. So you're not thinking good again. And this is what my video will be about today. I will try and get to a theme on flat Earth versus round Earth, and get back to that, get back to what's really going on, and get back to biblical proportions of what is really going on in this world. And it's not conspiracy theories, it's truth, but no one's ready for it. Because, oh yeah, those flat earthers. Right. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, you live on a round earth and there's no facts to it. I can back it up with video evidence. Mars is Devon Island, for starters. And you've changed your blue marble earth so many times. I mean, I'm not talking about basic science here. I'm talking about faked evidence. You're faking your space stations. You're faking your SpaceX car. That has to be exposed. We're not exposing it. We're talking science all the time, and it's like, oh, yeah, what about the evidence of the space? The spacecrafts in space. The space stations. What about that evidence? That's fraudulent evidence. And it's been exposed many, many times, but you still use it as evidence. Anyway, we pay these companies millions and millions of dollars to represent us, and they're lying. And I don't know. I mean, I just don't know where Trump is on all this. I mean, because if you don't, one flat Earth goes on to politics. It goes on to globalization. It goes on to controlling us, controlling a lie, then hiding the truth, and hiding the truth of Antarctica that goes around the circumference of our Earth, and we're in a dome. So we're in a dome. We're in prison. We're imprisoned in this environment, but we don't even know it because we think we're godlike, that we can go through space and we can conquer space, but we don't. We've conquered nothing. We created robots. Right, so we're creating robot life forms, but at the end of the day, what are we creating? We're creating viruses, and we're wiping each other out. We create robots that could take on other forms, spiritual forms, and start controlling us. Could be like Terminator, or could be we don't understand the second life forms that were wiped out with that first stage, the giants in the first stage, which were wiped out by the flood, which had that rainbow effect, which ended that time frame. So with wars, we wipe out a history. But that we have that Catholic Church, that library, but no one can get in it, no one can study it because only Catholics can study it. Then they've got to be quiet about it because they can't tell you what's really going on. So, because you're not important, you don't run this world. So we don't matter. None of us matter, and we need to get that. And that information is not there for us. And right now we have this platform, but they're trying to shut it down. They're trying to shut Flat Earth down. They're trying to shut down truth. They're trying to shut down conspiracies. You need to fight as one. We need this platform to be ours. We need to move ahead. We need to find out the truth, the Bible, the facts of it, and what really is going on. Thank you for that. Bye.